So let us start drawing the supply chain for this. So first of all, you have a wholesaler from whom the retailer is buying. He is selling it to a retailer. And the retailer in turn is selling to a consumer. The rate of GST given here is 12%. Okay. Now, our next job is to find out the selling prices of the wholesaler and the retailer. So let us read the question again in order to find out the selling prices. A retailer buys a TV set from a wholesaler for rupees 40,000. That means selling price of the wholesaler must be 40,000 because the retailer is buying from the wholesaler for rupees 40,000. So this must be his selling price. Okay, now after the retailer has bought, he marks the price of the TV 15% above his cost price. What is his cost price? His cost price is 40,000. And he marks this 15% above the cost price. That means 40,000 plus 15% of 40,000 must be the mark price of the retailer. So this comes to 46,000, 40,000 plus 6,000. 46,000. Okay. And sells it to a consumer at 5% discount on the mark price. Now the retailer is selling it to a consumer at 5% discount on the mark price. So therefore, let's first find out the discount and then we can find out the selling price. Discount here is 5% of the mark price. So which is equal to 2,300 is the discount that he's giving. And therefore, what is the selling price? Mark price minus discount. So his selling price is 43,700. Okay, so we have got the selling price of the wholesaler. We have got the selling price of the retailer. Okay, and how much does he pay? So he's paying selling price of the retailer, which is 43,700. And he's also paying the CGST. And he's also paying the SGST. Okay. We will see after calculation what the CGST and SGST come to. Okay. If you see the next piece of information that is given is rate of GST is 12%, that we have already written. Okay. Now our next job is to find out the CGST and the SGST. So for the wholesaler, since we don't know from whom the wholesaler is buying, we'll simply calculate his CGST. 6%. 40,000, which comes to 2,400. Similarly, SGST is also 6% of 40,000, which is 2,400. Okay, so this is the wholesaler CGST and SGST. Now we know the retailer is buying from the wholesaler. So what is input CGST? Input CGST of the retailer is equal to this amount he is paying to the wholesaler as tax. So this is 2,400. Input SGST is for the retailer is this one. Okay, so inputs we have got. Now we calculate the outputs. Output CGST. 6% of selling price of the retailer. Selling price of the retailer here is 43,700. This will come to 2,622. And output SGST is also 6% of 43,700, which comes to 2,622. This much amount the consumer is paying to the retailer when he is buying. Therefore, what should be the how much will the consumer pay? 43,700 plus 2,622 plus 2,622. So this comes to 48,944. Okay, so now we have our complete information. Now we shall interpret this information in whatever the questions are. First question is find the mark price of the TV. What is the mark price of the TV? Mark price of the TV? 46,000, right?
Sir, 46,000.
Yes, that we have already calculated. So mark price of the TV is equal to rupees 46,000. This is done. Second question here is amount which the consumer pays for the TV. How much is the consumer paying? 48,944. $48,944. The second one. Third one. The amount of tax under GST paid by the retailer to the central government. Amount of tax under GST that the retailer pays to the central government, not the state government, central government. So we are talking about CGST and SGST. It should be his output CGST minus his input CGST. And what is his output here? Look at the retailer. Output CGST is this. And input CGST is this. So you take the difference of these two. Right? Which is 2,622 minus 2,400. Okay, so this comes to rupees 222. This is the tax that he is paying to the central government. Fourth one, the amount of tax under GST received by the state government. Received by the state government. That means state amount of tax received by the state government means the total tax that the state government receives in the entire supply chain. Wholesaler is paying to the state government how much? 2,400 rupees, right? So GST paid by wholesaler to the state government plus GST paid by the retailer to the state government. Okay, how much GST is being paid by the wholesaler to the state government? This one, 2400 rupees. We write 2400 rupees. And how much is he if the retailer paying to the state government? How much is the retailer paying to the state government? Output minus input, SGST, right? Which is 2622 minus 2400. Which is 2400 plus 222. So this comes to rupees 2622. Clear? Or any question you have on the calculation? No question? Okay. So this is now one more problem I think I had given to you. Is not there here, I think. Okay. This is not there. Let me see if I can find that problem. This problem can be categorized as an easy problem on GST. Okay. So here she is purchasing article for rupees 5,310, which includes a rebate of 10%. We don't know the mark price. So we say let the mark price of the article be X. Okay. Therefore, what is the discount or rebate? 10% of the mark price. 10% of the mark price. X by 10. So therefore, what is the selling price? Selling price means the price at which Kiran is purchasing. Selling price of whoever she is buying from. What is the selling price? X minus X by 10, which is, if you take the LCM, you get 9X by 10. Now on this, whoever she is purchasing from, he is including some GST on this price, right? In fact, what would you call that GST? Output or input? Suppose the shopkeeper she is buying from, uh, his selling price is 9X by 10, right? And he's applying some GST on this. So what is the um, GST called, which is applied to the selling price? Output or input?
Input.
Output. So therefore, but here there is no concept of output because there is no chain here. Okay. So we'll simply calculate the GST. And there is no concept of CGST and SGST because the concept of CGST and SGST comes when you have a chain. Okay. When you know who is buying from whom. Okay. So therefore, GST paid by Kiran or GST received by the seller is equal to rate of GST is 18%. Now 18% includes CGST and SGST. So we will not separate because there is no chain here. Because Kiran is the consumer. Okay, and whoever is the seller, we don't know who is he buying from and what at what rate is he buying from. So we don't know all that. So 18% of the selling price. Okay, so you can cancel this here. To get 81x by 500. This is the GST. Okay. Now what is Kiran paying? She is paying this selling price and this along with the GST, right? So total bill amount of Kiran is equal to, she is buying at 9x by 10. and she's also paying 81x by 500 as the GST. Now you can take your LCM and simplify. You get 500 by 10 as 50, and 50 into 9 is 450 plus 81x, which you will get as 531x by 500. This is the total amount that she's paying. And according to the problem, how much is the total? How much is the total amount she's paying? 5,310. Okay. So now we can find out x from here. Cancel this with 10. Mark price is 5,000 rupees. That is what we have found out. Okay. Any question? There is no concept of input and output CGST and SGST because she is buying from a seller and she is a consumer. So there's no concept of input output for the consumer. And because we don't know whom the seller is buying from, so we cannot find out the input and the output. That is why we have worked with the total amount of GST, 18%. Next problem here. A shopkeeper buys an article whose list price is rupees 8,000 at some rate of discount from a wholesaler. So you have shopkeeper and a wholesaler. He sells the article to consumer. Okay, the third person also is in the chain. The consumer is also in the chain. Okay, at the list price. The sales are intrastate within the same state, and the rate of GST is 18%. If the shopkeeper pays a tax under GST of rupees 72 to the state government, find the rate of GST at which he bought the article from the wholesaler. So let us start this. Let us first make the chain. So first you have a wholesaler. Then you have a shopkeeper. And finally you have a consumer. Okay, now shopkeeper buys an article whose list price is rupees 8,000 at some rate of discount from the wholesaler. Okay, so we don't know, but the list price here is that when the mark price of the wholesaler, list price is also called as the mark price, is 8,000 of the wholesaler. Okay, this is what we know, and the shopkeeper is buying at some rate of discount, which we don't know. Okay, now the wholesaler sells it to a consumer at the list price. Okay, he sells the article to the consumer. That means the shopkeeper is selling to the consumer at the list price. So we know the selling price of the shopkeeper to be 8,000 because he's selling it to the consumer at the list price. Okay. What we need to calculate is the selling price of the wholesaler. Now, how much is the wholesaler selling to the shopkeeper? He's selling at some discount, which we don't know, which we need to calculate. Okay. The rate of GST is given to be 18%. Let's write about. Okay. Now, since we don't know the rate of discount that is provided by the wholesaler to the shopkeeper, I say let the rate of discount given by the wholesaler to the shopkeeper be X%. Suppose X% discount the wholesaler is giving. Then what is the discount he's providing? X% of 8,000. That means 80x. This is the discount that he's giving. Therefore, what should be the selling price? Mark price minus discount, right? This is the selling price. Now, what is the rate of GST? 18%. So what is the CGST? It is 9% of 8,000 minus 80x. And what is the SGST? It is 9% of same for both. Okay, let's not calculate. We'll see later what we can do with this. And for the shopkeeper, what is his input? Input CGST 9% of this is the input, right? Input CGST of the shopkeeper. What is the input SGST of the shopkeeper? This one. Now, once we have calculated the input, now we calculate the output CGST. Output CGST is calculated on the selling price. So 9% of 8,000. Output SGST is also 9% of 8,000. Both come to 720 rupees. Okay. Now, if you see this sentence, if the shopkeeper pays a tax under GST of rupees 72 to the state government. Now, see, what is the tax paid by the shopkeeper to the state government? Output minus input, right? So, amount of tax under GST paid by the shopkeeper to the state government is equal to output SGST minus input SGST. This comes to how much? What is the output SGST? 720 rupees. And input is 9 by 100. 8,000 minus 80x. This is the tax that is being paid by the retailer to the state government. And what is the sentence here that that says that the shopkeeper pays a GST of rupees 72 to the state government. That means this entire expression must be equal to 72. So according to the problem, you must have 720 minus 9%, 8,000 minus 80x must be equal to 72. Now we just solve this equation in order to get the value of x. So how do we solve? You multiply 9 by 100 throughout. So 9 by 100 into 8,000. And this minus sign combines with this minus sign to become a plus sign. So 9 by 100 times 80x is equal to 722. So 720 minus, now this 2 will cancel here. So you'll simply get 720 here also. Plus, and here what will happen? 1 0 will cancel here. So you simply get, you can cancel further also. Let's keep it at 10 and keep 10 in the denominator. You get 772x by 10 is equal to 72. Now these two will cancel. So simply get 72x by 10 is equal to 72. That means 72x is equal to 72 into 10. That means x is equal to 72 into 10 divided by 72. This cancels. So rate of discount given by the wholesaler to the shopkeeper is 10%. Okay. These are all the variations of a problem from GST. If you understand these problems, you can do all the problems from your textbook. Okay. So I'll stop here.